Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Through Daybreak II Part 22, twos all around. In the previous video we did our little side quest where there was a graffiti girl and then graffiti girl was gonna get enslaved, but then we said actually no. Then we're in the basement of Zecht Arms, and I know we had walked in here and like we didn't do anything, we just started the cutscene. Then I remember I needed to, you know, end the video, but it's been like a couple hours since then, so that's why we're out of the cutscene, in case you were wondering. This is the main terminal. Looks awfully extensive. Even more so than I expected. Just might rival the one we have back at the institution, or institute. They need an incredibly talented engineer on staff to get any use out of it, though. That or a small child. Clock's ticking. Ready to do your thing, Catra? I'll get right on it, Theo. Zeros, back. What about the robot? I was promised there'd be a giant robot that pops up. Understood? Like a robot drops down and attacks us. No, maybe it's after we do the hacking. Maybe after we finish our hacking business. I'm in. Wait, what's this? Looks like a list of custom-made armaments not found in the official lineup. There's some recent orders on here from a certain mafia boss for a needle gun and mechanized gauntlets. Boy, oh boy. I think we can guess who those went to. Specs weren't just about raising lethality either. These things were developed to be as excruciating for the victim as possible. Stare at, fucking... What was the dude? I don't even remember the dude's name. I don't even... What was the lady? She wasn't... I can't... Was she Violet? Viola? Was it something with a V? I don't remember their names. I mean, that's not that surprising because they're probably even more forgettable than the Liberation Front guys, but I don't know, it's just kind of funny how they did that whole spiel about the dude in particular, about how he's only doing it, you know. They made it seem like he's so honorable. It's like, no, actually his weapons are designed to fucking torture you. He's just trying to look to die, you know? It's fucking stupid as hell. The results were of exceptional interest and elevated our company's weapons engineering to new heights. That's despicable. So what if Almata's the one who asked for it? They definitely crossed a line. Criminal activity is one thing, but this is on another level entirely. The same applies to their experiments on giving monsters the ability to use shard skills. And here's a report from the unit that participated in the death game in Arasion. You think we're gonna eventually get to the point where the monsters all just spam Guardian on each other? You could never get the last hit, they just become permanently invincible? I knew there had to be more to it than that. It turns out the true name was Test Date on the nuclear weapon. This place was purchased about 2 months ago. They must have been hoping for more information on that front. For closing the deal, we inspected every nook and cranny of the interior and scrutinized each speck of dust. The biggest fantasy here is the fact that a company would be able to buy up a property and like properly move into it within 2 months. No shot. We wouldn't even have the signage changed yet in the real world. What a filthy pack of hyenas. I'll tell you one thing, these guys wouldn't think twice about abducting a kid in broad daylight. Any intel on that front, Catra? Give me a moment to check. I got a hit. Hold on, this is...
Well, what have we here? A couple of prying rodents? And a bona fide cat burglar to boot. Oh, you'll make an excellent specimen.
You're not a robot, lady.
What was it you called yourself again? Grim Cat? I don't know what you're doing with that Spriggan from Edith.
You know, just for once, I'd like the characters to show up and be like, who the fuck are you people? As opposed to them having read our entire autobiographies.
But it won't matter after I have you stripped of that skimpy outfit and plastered all over the morning news.
Ah, what's What's with this creep?
I'm guessing she's the one who runs this place.
Correct. I am Rosalie, head of development at Zecht Arms. A pleasure to meet you odious little problem solvers in the flesh. You've hampered our efforts more times than I can count. But even still, it's lovely of you to drop in and visit.
I don't even know what you're talking about, lady. You guys are so low on the radar. You're like, you're my worst enemy. I don't even know who you are.
Thanks for having us. Best field trip I've taken in a while.
We've already documented the numerous criminal acts and ethical violations committed by your company.
Ethical violations.
And we'll see to it that you pay the price for them. Better
You'll
get your affairs in order.
Find like 8, maybe even 9 hours worth of your annual income.
Oh, it seems you're unacquainted with our code of conduct. I suppose we'll just have to beat it into you.
Actually, the line is, oh.
Oh, it seems you're unacquainted.
I thought it'd be funny if it actually just did the O part.
Zecht Arms Corporate Policy, Paragraph 4. Submit yourself, mind, body, and soul to Madame Rosalie's research.
That doesn't really sound legally enforceable. That's way too vague.
As it happens, we have some new products we're preparing to launch. Your contribution as guinea pigs is greatly appreciated.
Just get on with the robot already, lady.
Sheesh. Power trip doesn't even begin to describe this.
Ain't the time to be making quips, Judith. Keep your head in the game.
We're more than a match for scum like them. Theo, Zeros, prepare for combat.
Okay.
Begin a combat test. We're here to take out the trash.
Yeah. Okay, 6. Okay, you're actually relatively not tanky at all.
Going all in!
What does your thing go again? Oh yeah, you have the more supportive. Honestly, just fucking get your ass in there. You're already transformed too for some reason. Well, I guess that makes sense because you were transformed story-wise, but. No, we shouldn't have. I always forget. I don't want to do that. Wait, does that still burn a turn?
Here goes!
See, it's weird because it doesn't like count as an action, kind of, but it does burn your S boost turn.
You'll be our next experiment! Stay put!
Oh, that's the wrong one! That's the wrong one, Katra! Katra, you fucked me! Okay, you throw some freezes in there. That's pretty good. I have no clue who froze, but...
Stop right there!
Katra!
Stop right there!
Bring it on! No way! Your turn, Judith!
Jose. Does your ult freeze, Katra?
Thanks.
Like hell you
Man, we
are!
don't have any freeze orbments, I'm pretty sure.
You'll be sorry.
Like hell you are!
That's far enough!
No, it does freeze. It's kind of weird.
Pressure him and move in.
I don't feel like it does any freezy stuff, personally. I guess all your stuff freezes? Has it always done that,
Going all
buddy?
in.
Okay, so that thing's not even slightly AoE. It's pure single target. You're muted.
Twilight kick.
Chance! Take that!
There! Stop right there!
Oh, I thought that was gonna kill both of you.
Got the number!
I mean, it did
Nice.
kill both of you. I
Moving on up.
foresaw the evade.
How can this be? The numbers were in our favor in every conceivable way. Did I miscalculate our firepower? No. These simpletons are at fault for using my weapons suboptimally.
We weren't about to lose to someone who treats human beings like objects.
What he said. You've got no business playing with people's lives.
Now give it up. You're through.
entirely pleased with ourselves. Sorry to say, I always come equipped with a backup plan.
What the?
Joke's on you, I'm gonna explode myself.
We have a new form of toxic gas in the works. Sadly, there's only enough antidote for one person. And this button here? Oh, a single press and this entire floor will be fumigated. So long, you feculent fools! Have fun writhing in hellish agony.
Ugh. I'll have Theo interceptor.
Wow, I can get over there faster.
If you're talking about all those hazmats lying around, we already trashed them on the way.
That is to say, they've either been torched or frozen. Anything more would have been a hassle.
They've been what?
Monsters! Ow!
Well, that was hardly satisfying. Though I suppose we shouldn't expect much more from mere lackeys.
It can't be. The church? Here?
We're getting preemptively saved in a cutscene? No bad end?
Well, if it ain't our two knights in shining armor, the hell brings them around?
The Gralsritter. They came to Calvert
I
during
mean,
that
it's
mess
kind
with
of
Almata
random.
last year.
Like, extremely random. And that's, what's his name? Nobody knows.
How do you do, everyone? It's been some time.
I don't know, I feel like you're more of a Jacob, personally. You just kind of got like a Jacob vibe to you. Leon? Nah. I don't think you're a Leon, man. I don't buy it.
And a special hello to you, Van. That beastly look-alike of yours nearly had you marked for a manhunt.
Nothing gets past you guys. But that ain't what you're here about, is it?
Had you quaking there for a bit, huh, Master's pet? You're right, though. We just had a little errand to take care of in the area.
I mean, just because he actually likes us doesn't make us his pet, okay? We're just cooler than you.
Speaking of which, how's about you give us the lowdown on Almata's legacy?
Oh, so that's what you're after.
It seems we're all on the same page.
So the Gralsritter managed to sniff us out too. Even Ouroboros' enforcers would struggle to keep up with their stigmas. Oh, they're monsters in every sense of the word. They'd be the specimens of the century. If I only had the means to capture them. I hate to resort to this, but I'm in no position to be picky. You might want to brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Or Gralsritter yourselves.
Say what?
Oh? Still have some fight in you, do we?
A hidden passageway? I can't believe we let that happen.
Won't be the last time it happens, Catcher.
Ugh, that Poindexter's one crafty bastard.
Don't you guys have magic powers? Can't you break down a door? Walter could break down a door. You're not saying Walter's stronger than you, Celeste. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing for you. He's just like a normal dude and you've got magical god powers and you can't break down a door and he can? Oh no.
Get your ass out here, you little shit!
That door looks sturdy as anything. I doubt it'll budge.
You know what door also look fucking sturdy as anything? The damn double walls of Gransel. And all that took was one little tap from Walter. But, you know, I guess he's just cooler than both of you combined. I mean, it's pretty embarrassing. If I was the goddess, I'd be really disappointed that my godchildren can't break down a door.
Right you are! This beauty is made out of a specially crafted super alloy developed by the Society. It'll take a good long while before even you can brute force your way through. By then, I'll have reactivated the security system, deployed our entire arsenal, and...
It's probably not good for the company bottom line to be fighting the church, you know? I mean, even if you are an evil company, you probably don't want to be doing that. Because, like, best case scenario is you murder 2 Grail Knights, and then, well, the global church comes down on you.
Well, she may have slipped away this time. But there's more than one way to serve her just desserts.
Shall we clear out their files before heading out? We already have all the copies we need.
Good call. It'd be a disservice to the world just leaving them behind.
Huh? What are you guys yammering on about?
Oh, I see. There's no shortage of incriminating evidence in here. This is particularly inhumane, even in the eyes of the church.
Well, you gotta add even in the eyes of the church. That just makes you guys sound evil. They're like, God, even we think this is fucked up. Do you not get the implication there, Leon?
Just a minute. What are you doing with my servers? Listen here. That research data is the heart and soul of our company. Peruse it at your leisure. All I ask is that you be delicate.
Oh, look at this. Their servers at headquarters are pulling backups from this branch via the OrbitalNet. Oh, look at this. We may as well delete them too while we're at it.
Didn't realize you were familiar with the Kitty Engine's admin mode, Katra.
Rosette gave me a crash course. Ren and Essie offered some pointers during last year's incident too. The servers at Zecht Arms headquarters will be secure, but I should be able to make do with the same software from way back when. Theo, initiate automated hacking.
Understood, Katra.
Looks like you've got it all taken care of.
Wow, this kid really knows his stuff. I guess if they give you an ARG, you might as well go the whole selge.
It's not as if our little malefactor will raise a hand to stop you, now that she's cut and run.
Now hold on a moment. Our blood, sweat, and tears went into putting those together. Oh, all the research we stole, all the back alley lowlives we experimented on. Surely this is only a bluff, huh? You'd never do something so hasty as...
First firewall bypassed. Commencing hacking on second firewall. Analyzing security protocols. 3%, 6%, 10%.
Brother, we're gonna be here for a while.
Let's reroute some additional power from this terminal. Kitty Engine, engage. Take no prisoners.
Actually, the line is, shit, where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, well. What was it?
Oh.
No, it's the wrong O!
There's no shortage.
Oh, look at...
That's the line, lady.
6 years of my life, all for nothing. Stop, please. Leave my precious data alone.
And delete. Zecht Arms headquarters experienced a major server crash that day, losing a considerable amount of data in the process. Packet evidence attesting their illegal activities was then delivered to both the police and the Brazier Guild. Although Rosalie, the chief developer, managed to escape, the company itself had been dealt a critical blow. Your company's dirty little secrets are all mine now. Damn true, partner, damn true. The following morning. Police got a card from Grimcat 2. Now let us investigate the premises. I'm sorry, but all the doors to the building are locked. None of the staff has shown up either, so I'm afraid my hands are tied. I mean, they're the police. Sneaky bastards. Fine, let's get a warrant and force my way in. Oh, okay. I kind of presume you have the warrant already, but... I mean, you know, a little bit of respect, actually following the rule of law. Maybe he's not such a bad cap after all. Well, granted, you know, of course it's going to be we got to respect the corporate interests. We can't break the law to get into the corporate without the arrest warrant. And if it was like a private residence, oh man, sorry, the door was unlocked when we got here, we promise. We finally got the intel we need to make some headway. You sure don't mind throwing your lot in with us again? But like, seriously, when the fuck did you guys get here? And, I mean, I get why you're here, kinda. I don't know, it's just kind of random. Because there wasn't really much foreshadowing that Grail Knights were in the area, you know? It just kind of... They just kind of popped up. And I mean, I guess it does make some sense that Almata's treasure could be an artifact, but... It does seem kind of weird to send 2 Grail Knights off on like a fucking wild goose chase. Don't you guys like better, more concrete things to chase down? Didn't realize your crew was gunning after the Legacy too, though. It's not so much that we want it for ourselves, we're more keen on what it actually is. Right now it feels like it could be anything, a stash of Mira, drugs, heavy weapons. Frankly, nothing's off the table. That's all the more reason to verify what we're dealing with. It seems we share a general understanding then. Like, really, you guys should be looking into the fucking evil monster. You know? If you guys were here to investigate that, or even like to attack a band or something, that would make more sense. Our goal in essence is to assess the situation to determine whether this legacy is an artifact, and in the case that it is, recover it. As long as that goal remains unimpeded, whatever you do is of no import to us. No reason we can't join forces then, at least until we actually find the thing. Artifacts mean jack to us anyway, so yeah, you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. Now that we've settled that, let's cut to the chase. I've been sifting through the files from Zecht Arm's server. And so far this is the best lead I've got. Robin Glasgow, must be a report on Lucas Pops. Right, evidently they are investigating him in great detail. As for why, well, see for yourself. Robin Glasgow, 43, male. Born to and raised by an impoverished family in Messeldam, Robin spent his teenage years doing lackey work before eventually becoming an errand boy to a prolific drug dealer. In 1182, he joined up with Almata, a newly formed mafia organization where he would then be placed in charge of procurement and logistics. Evidence points to Almata's executives maintaining direct contact with Robin after establishing their base of operations. Despite his low rank, Robin avoided the purge that followed the unseating of Almata's original leadership by Gerard Dantes. It is believed that he has earned a place of trust as a long-standing veteran within the organization. Robin's family remains unaware of his true occupation, as even his wife is fully convinced that he works as a day laborer. With almost the entirety of Almata's membership exposed, he is presently considered the last other member still at large. I didn't realize you were dealing with someone so close to the Mafia's core. Explains why Zecht Arm's on the hunt for him. He's one of Almata's last dangling threads, and their supply specialist on top of that. If anyone's got dirt in the legacy, it's this guy. And the quickest way to get to it is to smoke him out and grill him. Zecht Arms had the same thought, I imagine. There's another report in here that caught my eye. Our comprehensive analysis has led us to something known as the Crimson Fragment, a component that Almata referred to as the final key. From what we can gather, this Crimson Fragment is a part of Almata's legacy, and there is a strong possibility that Robin Glasgow is currently in possession of it. Its moniker suggests that it may be an artifact, but chief developer Rosalie seems to have other ideas. Yeah, it was just super important to their plans. That's why they didn't use it at all in their actual plans. I mean, I guess the dude could be this Robin guy. The Crimson Fragment, as they called it, the final key, or you know, the evil Grendel, could be this dude possessed. If it weren't for the report, I think it was made up. But yeah, I think it's a real deal, and with a name like that, it's got artifact written all over it. The likelihood is high, to be sure. But suppose their hypothesis holds water and this Robin Glasgow truly did make off with it. What are the odds of him sticking around in Messeldam? It's certainly plausible that he fled for good. But at the same time, he has roots here, and concealment seems to be a forte of his. Don't forget Zecht Arms either. They've been sulking in and around town, probing every place they can think of. I mean, he couldn't bear to leave his family behind? That line up with Luca's story, but something about this is nagging me. Long story short, our next step is to track this man down. It'll be tricky though with how long he's dodged the guild and the police. Whoever that may be, Zecht Arms did keep tabs on the spots that he knew he frequented. There must be a safe house or hidden passage somewhere around one of them. been combing their way through the city otherwise. That's fine, Catch. That'll save us some effort. Okay, so he could just be fucking anywhere. He could be anywhere in the whole city. Or is that the places they've checked? Sheesh, make it longer, why don't you? I sure did narrow it down. Taking these off one by one will take forever and a half. Nothing for it. We're obligated to lend our aid. You needn't strain yourself, Sleece. Clairvoyance isn't exactly your strong suit, after all. Yeah, I can do no problem. The chips are down. Still, you do have to do more practice than me, so fine. I'll let you feel that part. Talking about the power you pulled out during last year's incident, right? You sure that'll come in handy here? Well, strictly speaking, its intended use is detecting spiritual presences. However, it should prove sufficient for identifying hidden rooms or passageways. I already got Shard Search, lady. Man. Guy. Friend. That's a fun, nifty little trick. It sounds similar to a Shard Search, only on a much broader scale. We can make use of Fio and Zeros' scanners too. Let's split up and see what we can uncover. Since Leon's clairvoyance could cover more ground, he and Sleece opted to focus on larger structures. In the meantime, Van and company branched out, inspecting a wide variety of locations with the help of Fio and Zeros. Eventually, we're down to our final candidate. That would be Club Barracuda over in the back streets. Oh yeah, the one that's underground. Funny, I didn't pick up any hidden routes in there yesterday. If it was that easy, it wouldn't be hidden. Come on, let's get in there and scope the place out. We may want to ensure we're prepared first now that our search is nearing a close. Good idea. If something does turn up, we could be in there for a while. Actually, if it's okay with you guys, can you guys see how the shoot is coming along? God, he was running off on another one of his wild tangents yesterday evening. I want to check if things are going smoothly for Nina and the others. I'm a little curious myself. He did assist with the production in a way. Works for me. Let's swing by for a bit before heading down to the club.
Oh, look! Snow.
I suppose we're in for a cold front then. Hope it doesn't start to accumulate too much.
I, for one, happen to find the snow to be quite pleasant.
Yeah, I guess it ain't so bad.
I kind of figured they'd throw a fit about the fact that we're going to make them run around and talk to NPCs and complete 4 SPGs before we actually progress the main story, but I guess they're cool with it. What exactly do you say you do here, lady? A big old flame serpent? Yeah, yeah. It burns strong, whatever the hell that means. I guess there must be different levels, or maybe it has like a higher cap for how much damage it does, presumably. Does a bunch of fire, Does some burn. Starting to think she's got a fire theme. And okay, so you're an ice lad? Yeah, makes sense. That freezes all foes. It freezes foes. It freezes foes. You won't believe this one, guys. It freezes foes. One second. Alright, we're back. I don't know, I was smelling this weird, like, chemical paint type smell. And I don't really smell it anymore, but I had to investigate. I don't really know what it was. I don't think I'm dying, but if I do, oh man, you'll get it live on video. Well, not really, because if I were to perish, this video would never get uploaded. But, you know.
Alright.
And then it'd just be like, well, I don't know. I guess he just really fucking hated Daybreak 2 so much that he stopped making videos. There's a 4 SPG on the bulletin board. Help! It's been forever since I've seen our friend. Meet us at the church and we'll tell you the rest. Oh, is this about the kid? So what's his name? Edgar? Said? Something like that? Looks like there's more. At some point during yesterday's chaos, an experiment was released somewhere in the Zecht Arms branch office basement level, specifically the server room. Clean it up for the police move in. DL. Who the hell is DL? We're supposed to keep it on the DL. A monster's termination quest. Looks like it's in the Zecht Arms building too. The client's initials are DL. Do you think it's gotta be Grammy? Maybe? Yeah, I guess. Heir to the Phantom Thief name, keep distractions in your surroundings to a minimum? Basically, just tell me I wasn't thorough enough. I see, I guess I can sneak our way back in when we get some free time. Meanwhile, Celeste, about to murder us. Well, she can try, I guess. That graffiti she drew, seeing it in daylight, this gives it a whole different punch. It's a fair bit more artistic than what I usually see. Whoever did this as style, yeah, I like it. Graffiti, huh? To some people it probably looks like streaks on a wall, but I can understand why others would call it a form of high art. Graffiti, huh? Graffiti, huh? Graffiti, huh? Okay, let's see. Hey, do they let Grail Knights watch movies? As I'm sure you know, Salvatore Gotti is currently shooting for collaborative work with Leslie Lamb. It's said that director Lamb will soon be traveling to far-flung location to film his share of the scenes. Apparently, Miss Nina Finley will be accompanying him at that time. I can hardly wait to see how the finished product turns out.
Please proceed to the entrance.
So sleepy. Staying at the theater till the sun comes up will do that, though. What I don't understand is how you still have so much energy, Miss Kakana. My first movie night in forever. Cafes galore. This is exactly what I've been needed. Miss Kakana, I hate to bring this up again, but what made you so set on gathering material for an underground arc? Bravely Legends is a comic about passion and taking the high road. It doesn't have anything to do with society's dark side.
Thank you for your visit today.
That's not true at all, okay? Plus, you gotta give people something fresh. You see, alright, so I was gonna have like an evil shadow version of Akira emerge from inside of him. He was gonna be like red, and he would be kinda like Akira, but he would be red, and he'd have like a red fairy, and it would be completely, after that, Akira loses his memory and washes up on the outskirts of a criminal world. Miss Kakona, that sounds kinda lame. What an incredible twist. Your imagination knows no bounds. Please forgive me for doubting your superior mind. I'll consider it. Doesn't take too much to fool him, huh?
Thank you for your visit today.
If this keeps up, I'll just land right back in the same hell as before. Nothing but drafting and drawing around the clock. I gotta figure out a way to talk to Cronin and loosening my collar.
Please silence your phones and enjoy the film.
You know what? I'm tired of drawing all these characters. Maybe it's time to retire them. What? Akira's forgotten both friends and foes alike. From now on, his sole companion will be a new addition to the cast, Ponkichi the dog. What? Drawing battle scenes is such a drag too. I'll just turn it on to a card game instead. What? Out of all the films releasing soon, I've got the highest hopes for My Casablanca. I hear it's a masterclass in subtly portraying conflict and emotional drifting between two young ladies.
Soon begin.
Yeah, maybe.
Please silence your phones and enjoy
No way I have time to catch a movie? What the fuck? I got times to help kids out, but I can't watch a movie? Alright, I see how it is. Director Gotti and the cast have been out there filming since early morning. Seeing them pour their passion into every take from up close has me twice as excited for the finished product. So many movies coming out this year that I want to watch, but the one that's tops my list is none other than the collab director Gotti's working on right this moment. Given the circumstances, there's no doubt that something questionable is going on. Shouldn't we be the ones to act? If not now, when? Never imagined things would come to this point. If only begun to speak with them sooner. Even so, what exactly happened? The church cannot level accusations without so much of a shred of evidence.
May Adios be with us.
You two are from the Congregation for the Sacraments. I was present for your investigation immediately following Almata's demise. For you to be here again must mean that circumstances have taken a turn once more. Might there be a new threat poised to be beset upon us? If so, then I can leave it to you. Also, by the by, can we have one fucking year where there's not threats poised to beset us? Last 10 years have been fucking insane if you really think about it, man. While I do have my position in the Congregation of Divine Worship to consider, Adios would not wish for us to be at odds in such times as these. I had the same thought last year, but you being so quick on the uptake saves a lot of trouble, Father. We shall avail ourselves of your blessing and act freely in that case. Oh yeah, I guess we should add you to the team. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catcher, quatcher by the toe.
Let's do it!
Alright, what's up, kiddos? Looking for a Tony and Mina to have a request for us? Is that you two? I'm from Arcade Solutions. We got your 4 SPG. Whoa, you really showed up. See, I told you it would work. Do you mind if we explain our request? Sure, I'm all ears. Okay, well the thing is there's this boy who goes to Sunday school with us. His name's Jed, that's it. And he can be a little rough around the edges sometimes. He skips school a bunch, he gets in fights with other kids. Definitely sounds like a handful. Yeah, he really is. No matter how many times the adults yell at him, he never listens. None of that stuff means he's a bad person, you know? He just has a hard time expressing himself. Anyway, the problem is that Jed's... Well, 3 days ago he stopped coming to school, and we haven't really seen him since. He stopped coming without saying a word to anybody? That's what we think, anyway. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on at home, but his dad hasn't reached out to anyone either. And maybe he really is just skipping school. I don't think so. See, Jed may not like most things, but he does like me and Tony. That's whenever he skips classes, he'll still come out to play with us. But it's been 3 whole days since we've seen him. There's gotta be something wrong. I see, you can't blame me for being worried, honestly. Alright, the teachers have also been acting pretty weird today. I think they've been talking about Jed. But whenever we ask them what they're talking about, they just say it's grown-up business, so we don't need to worry about it. How could they even say that to us? Jed's our friend. Anyway, that's why we decided to come to you for help. Can you please figure out what's going on with Jed? I think you really care about this kid, but I'm not sure this is a job for a Spriggan. You seriously about to turn down a little kid arc ride? What a shame. This seemed like a wonderful opportunity to witness a Spriggan in action for once. Come on, Van. I get this probably falls more into the guild's bucket, but I'm worried about their friend, too. No pressure, right? This really isn't the kind of job I'd normally take, but it sounds like I'll have my hands full if I don't. Guess there's nothing to do but to do it. Nah, fuck that kid. Fuck them kids. We'll take your request. Not sure if it'll be any help, though. Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll start by talking to your Sunday school teachers first. Sounds like they know a thing or two about what happened to Jed. Yeah, I think they were having a meeting about him earlier. Father Krins and Sister Olga are inside the chapel right now. If you found out anything, let us know as soon as possible. Will do.
Well, we're on the clock now.
This is the first time Jed hasn't shown up in 3 days in a row. Trouble likes to follow him around, and he's probably got a lot happening at home, so... I just hope everything's okay with him. I know this is grown-up business, but Jed's my friend. He's important to me. So can you find out what's going on with him for us, please? Alright, what's up? I don't have any proof, Olga. But we can simply do nothing? We can't simply do nothing. I'm going to the police station to file a report. Sorry to interrupt, but we were wondering if we could ask you a few questions? Yes, of course. What seems to be the problem? Well, you see, I'm a Spriggan, and we just got a request from a couple of kids to go to Sunday school here. They want us to look into where their friend Jed is. We're worried about him. Also, where are the kids getting the money to pay us? I mean, presumably it won't be the kids who actually pay us, but... I mean, they're not in the contract I just signed when I said accept. Said we're somehow getting 3,000 Miro. That must have been Tony and Mina. They ask about him every chance they get. I'm surprised they tried to hire a Spriggan, though. I mean, no offense, you should really let the church handle something like this. Well, you kind of are, you know? In this situation, considering our backup, I'm not sure how comfortable I feel sharing information on one of our children with a complete stranger. That's about the reaction I expected, honestly. Way harder to do this sort of thing in Messeldam than it is in the capital, huh? I mean, practically everyone knows your face back home. I'll vouch for them. They may not like it, but they're actually pretty trustworthy. I don't know who the hell you are, fucking crazy person. Although, given Mr. Archide's exceptionally dubious character, your reaction is understandable. Don't worry, if he does anything that would offend the goddess, we'll make sure he receives due punishment. You really have it out for me, huh? Those robes, you are the Congregation for the Sacraments? Yeah, sorry for barging in your conversation, but you were just saying something about filing a report. Why not ask these guys for help first? I'm surprised you place so much trust in them. Personally, I still have my reservations, but well, maybe this is Adios' will. So you'll let us handle it? Yes, we'd be happy to have your assistance. Let me explain. As you know, Jed hasn't been to school in 3 days, despite us trying to keep an eye on him. It's called Sunday school. Don't you only have schools on Sunday? Having heard nothing from the boy, we made a trip to his house this morning to see what was going on. We did, however, we were surprised to hear that he'd simply never come home in the first place. Sounds like things were worse than we thought, so he's completely missing then. Yes, and yet Jed's father said he had no intention of notifying the authorities. His response to the matter was simply, I'm sure he'll come back eventually. After that, he also said something to the effect of, he'll be sorry for putting me through all this. Sounds like he doesn't care at all about his son's safety. Talk about a rough home. Yes, we believe it's possible that Jed's being abused. We've witnessed his father get upset with him on several occasions. He occasionally comes into school with injuries as well, not the kind you'd expect from fighting with other kids either. However, his father claims they're all Jed's doing. He says he gets them while playing because he's so competitive and quick to get into fights with other children. I know we just agreed to take this on, but maybe it's better if we leave this to the police. Maybe it's better if we burn his ass alive. Ain't that right, Celeste? You think so too, then? I disagree. Yeah, going to the police is out of the question for the moment, at least. What are you talking about? That kid could be in serious trouble. Look, the cops are going to deal with this one of two ways. Either send him back home to his old man, or they place him in protective custody. There's not enough evidence, or Jed and his father have conflicting stories. The investigation alone will take months. In other words, any potential resolution would be brought to a standstill, and would only serve to make things worse for Jed. I suppose that's true. That's why you should let us investigate first. I see what you mean. Didn't think you ever thought that far ahead. It's just, I get why some kids don't want to run away from home. Been through my own fair share of stuff in the past, after all. Yeah, all of us stigma guys, we're a little fucked up. Well, I'm riding your coattails a little on this one, but I agree with you. Except for Gaius. Gaius has like the, you know, he has the most idyllic family backstory pretty much. But, you know, he also didn't get his normally, so... Basically, Adios only likes people who have immense trauma, based on what we know about the stigma people. Which, I mean, I guess really, actually, it's just Wazzy and Kevin that we definitively know have fucked up backstories, and presumably Celeste. Because we don't know anything about cubes, we don't know anything about Barkhorn. Gaius is kind of like, he doesn't really count. We know nothing about Eim, we know nothing about Jacob, Leon, Jingleheimer Schmidt. That's his full legal name. You can't convince me otherwise. Well, what other... Is there a Grail? I feel like I'm forgetting a Grail Knight. Cubes, Kevin, Wazzy... I guess that's it. That said, you're welcome to put in a report with the police, but would you mind waiting a bit? At least until we have a chance to do our thing? Of course, we understand. I guess our first stop would be Jed's house, then. It's right by the entrance to the back streets. Do whatever you can to help him. Here, we'll go see what we can find. Okay, so we will probably actually do some talking and save that for the next video. We'll round out this video with our NPC talking. I am the reincarnation of the great artist Armus, and I say the city's a festering pile of shit. Whoa, what's with this all do? Come on, man. Let's save ourselves the hassle and scram. Hold on a sec. I think I've seen this guy somewhere before. Also, I think he's cooking. Isn't he one of those the finance magazines called The Real Estate Mogul of Messeldam way back when? Willenhelm or something? Yeah, real estate. I never heard of that country. I live in a republic. God damn it. Do you suppose he really was a wealthy realtor once? Beats me, the old man's past is between him and Adios now. When people in high places fall, they tend to fall hard. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Can't you guys cast like a magic spell or something to help this dude out? What? Who are you supposed to be? You look like a bit like my 104th son from my dreams last night, or maybe not, maybe 103rd son. It's been a long time till I've had a good client, let alone one worth using my body for. Even I've got my pride after all. One doesn't climb this high in the nightlife ladder by having low standards. I make the call on which customers I accompany. That's just my style, I suppose. Yeah? I suppose that's the dream. Sounds like we got a disturbance going on down the way. First major one since those Almata goons at the scene. Yeah, if folks start getting jumpy about this, my downer gummies can really clean up. Maybe I should stock up on some apple-flavored ones to get ahead of the game. Nah, man.
Real?
Nah. I'm not like an apple hater, but apple candy? Nah, man. There's better artificial flavors out there. Can I even go in here? Thought they might be like, oh, we can't go in here yet because this is where we're supposed to go next. I'm scheduled to dance in the PM. Until then, I can pretty much do whatever I want. But this club can be pretty surprisingly cushy in that way. I don't hate it, even with the owner being the way he is. That's why I turned Mistress down when she invited me to go stay with her and Edith. I just hope it didn't hurt her feelings. I mean, yeah, I'd be a little pissed, personally. If I was like, hey, you want to come work with me and not the guy who, like, tried to enslave me? I don't know, actually, I kind of like working with the guy who fucked you over, lady. Hope that doesn't affect our friendship. But maybe I'm just petty, but I would not be very cool with that. I would hold that against her. Phew-wee. Well, such a wild spree before I knew the sun was up. Better cook up an excuse for coming home so late. Oh wait, if I was here the whole night though. Oh man, this place changing by the hour. I don't even want to see the bill. Or charges by the hour. Also, this poor lady, she's been fucking dancing for 24 hours. Goodness me, we just had a member of the police department bust in and conduct a search. The gall. Not once have their numerous raids on our establishment turned anything up. I'd say they have a bit too much free time on their hands. There have been arrests made among our clientele, I'll concede, but that in itself is no felony on our part. Now then. Any secret entrances in here? Almata's former headquarters appears to be frantic with police activity right now. Though the details are unknown to me, I'll stand ready to dust off my bouncer hat at a moment's notice. Protecting this establishment, after all, is one of the terms of my contract. I'm just gonna sneak right by you. Hey pal, you know a fella looking to blow off some steam? A gal searching for a night gig? Just send him my way. I can hook him up with the fine establishments of all kinds. Hold the phone, you there, little Miss Carrot Top. Little Miss Carrot Top. What the fuck did you just call me? Oh dear, this one in well. The tone petite frame, those chiseled facial features, that saucy look in your eyes. And you're with the church? Even better, a guy like yourself just screams low supply high demand. Don't suppose I could talk you into a career change? Bastard oogling me was bad enough at pointing out all my insecurities. Where the hell do you think you get off? Flap those filthy lips one more time and I'll weld them shut. You'll not burn up the rotten tumor you call personality. Damn, this Spitfire's making my blood curdle. Goodness me, she has yet to acclimate herself to such uncouth individuals as this. Simmer down now, Celeste. Pay the man no mind. This lowlife sure is fearless, though. Even after clocking her as a woman of the cloth, he still tried to shoot his shot. Guess some fools really do rush him where angels fear to tread. What were your insecurities, by the way? Toned petite frame, chiseled facial features? I guess. Those seem like kind of weird things to be insecure. I mean, I guess I kind of get petite frame, but also you're not really. I mean, you've got just like a normal frame. I ain't about to let that loss of composure get me down none. I mean, I guess maybe she was a little short, but I mean, not really. Guts are a must in this business, whether you're soliciting middle-aged tropes to fill the club or delinquent girls to staff them. I mean, she's only like a little bit shorter than Van. I don't know how tall Van. How tall are you supposed to be? Is that in your notebook somewhere? Do they got your fucking measurements, my dude? I don't even, where even is the? Don't they have like little bios in the notebook somewhere? Here's your connections. I thought you had like I feel like in the past you've had like the little notebook of all the characters. I don't know. Granted, maybe Van and Leon here are just short too, so maybe she actually is really short. I don't know. Another day of good old-fashioned work ahead. People I delivered to are the type I'd never get a chance to talk to back when I was a street punk. That's what keeps this job fresh. I get as much out of it as I put in. Does the church allow fishing?
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
See what I can get.
Oh, she actually can fish. That's kind of cool. I like that everyone can fish.
I got a bite.
Ah, you fuckers.
And that's how it's done.
Cringe. Everything okay, McKenna? You look pretty bushed. It's because Shannon and I stayed up late last night. You're still snoozing away in our room. I couldn't have woken her up with a jackhammer. Well, as long as you had a good time, long trips like these are meant to be enjoyed. Catching that fish we were after took everything out of us yesterday. I think we can afford to give ourselves a break. True, it might be fun to just wander around town and take in the sights. I'm curious about that movie they're filming too. Maybe they don't care if we watch from a distance? Oh hey, Van? You guys are hard at work pretty early today. I don't remember seeing those two in the church clothes yesterday. They off to a costume party? Costume a full bona fide sister brother. It's kind of a long story. Fair enough. Anyway, here's something to help you unwind if you get a moment to spare. Honestly, man, shout out to these guys. This is fishing bait, right? Thank you very much. Now to think of it, most people would probably enjoy shopping and sightseeing more than fishing. Guess that makes us a couple of odd ducks, huh? Doesn't look like Shannon's getting out of bed anytime soon. She was so excited to see how that movie shoot's coming along too. I'll try slapping her awake again, once I'm all fished out, that is. Alright, I mean, are there any other fishing spots? So we can send Leon to work? Not really. It's just that one we've already done. Oh, wait. Almost forgot about the shiaps. It's so chilly this morning though, even we got a bit of snow. Winter should be over soon now that it's already February. Once March rolls in, the oceans will warm up, causing the fish to cycle out with the seasons. Make sure to enjoy the winter delicacies of the Northern Sea while you can. Hope to see you again in the spring too. Look at those chiseled facial features.
What can I get for you? Thanks for shopping.
Why, hello there. Let me know if you need anything at all. Please, come back and...
airs are getting chillier this morning, but it's nothing we Messeldam locals aren't used to. Now then, time to ready up for a good hard day of work. If I keep my spirits high, my body temperature sure to follow. I think I'll recommend some slightly warmer apparel to meet tourists who come in today. Yeah, it's supposed to be like really cold where I like in real life for me in the meat space. Like it's supposed to be getting down to like 12 or something. Which is like really cold for the deep south. But yeah, I guess we can call it. Well, okay. So in case, so I don't forget, I want to knock out these shops. Mr. Fillinkov stopped by just a while ago. He pointed out some aspects of my pieces that even I had noticed. I'm always worried that maybe I haven't been able to achieve the same overall level of beauty found in my grandfather's works. But Mr. Fillinkov said that as far as detailed shaping goes, the artistry in my pieces already stands up to that of my grandfather's. It's a little pathetic I needed someone else to tell me that, but now that he has, I'm feeling more confident about keeping this tradition alive. Well, yeah, I mean, it's always
Allow me to assist.
hard to evaluate yourself in a vacuum.
Hope to see you again.
We'll wait and do Orban stuff later. Maybe in between videos, honestly. I'll open some slots. Dear, oh dear, perhaps I should leave the matter for now. Apologies, my mind's been all over the place. Will you be using our services today? The baths are nice and hot like always, just let me know when you'd like to head in.
Nothing beats up.
Do you guys bathe?
This is perfect.
That's the stuff.
It's so nice and warm in here.
Ah, a much-needed moment of respite.
Come see us again.
Nothing like a good hot bath.
I don't know what she's referring to. But alright, so we got a little bit of talking to do next time in our side quest. We should maybe get to knock all that out, but we'll see. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.